TaylorvilleDailyNews.com. Member FDIC.
Hi, I'm Bob Raddings of the Bob Raddings family of dealerships. See our huge inventory of about 2,000 vehicles by clicking on our ad at TaylorvilleDailyNews.com.
Your information station, WTIM.
And welcome back to WTIM, your information station. Time for our final segment of this morning's WTIM Morning Show. Thanks so much to our live stream sponsors, People's Bank and Trust, where they put people first, and Landmark of Taylorville, where you always do better with Landmark. In the studio, we have our horticulture educator, Andrew Holsinger of the University of Illinois Extension. How are you today, Andrew?
Hey, I'm doing well.
Thanks so much for being back with us. How has the month of August been? I know we got some rain out there today, but what are the conversations you've been having lately?
Oh, it's just been going by so fast. It's just a quick summer. We're going to be moving into fall here very shortly.
It feels like just yesterday we were talking about the cicadas incoming, and then we made it through that pretty quickly, and now we've had some pretty temperate temperatures.
I'm enjoying this weather. How about you?
Agreed. No, I really am. Is the plant life in the gardens out there, are they enjoying the strangely low, high temperatures?
Yeah, I think they are. It's a lot better than those scorcher days that we had. The plants do respond to temperature, and so when you have those really hot days, then it affects things like flowering and pollination, and you might see a lull in your tomato crop. And so all things to consider when you're growing plants, what the weather's doing.
Absolutely. Can any of these plants backtrack at all when there's a really hot day? And I know in corn, the leaves begin to curl and things like that begin to happen. Is there a bounce back that plants can have and when cool days return?
They do adjust to the weather. You know what you don't want is there's this specific scenario called the permanent wilting point. And once you get to there, your plant is done, no matter how much you water, how much you take care of it. So you got to get some supplemental water at times whenever you have those dry portions of your season. Or if you have that house plant that you've neglected, sometimes you can neglect it too long and it reaches that permanent wilting point.
Wow.
So you want to avoid that.
Yeah.
And just take good care of your plants. Make sure they have enough water. Fertilizing can be a nice addition, especially here in the fall. Whenever it comes to your lawn, you have nitrogen that you're removing all the time whenever you're cutting those blades of grass. If you remove those, you can recycle some of that nitrogen back in. You know, if you mulch the grass into the landscape there, into your lawn. But it is something to consider that that is removing some of the nitrogen, and so you got to put some of that nitrogen back. And usually we stage that out throughout the year, and fall is also a good time to start the lawn, you know, whenever it comes to seeding and some of those tasks of preparing for the whenever you're growing grass in the spring, you're challenged with getting out there. You know, we talk about wet weather, and it always seems to conflict with trying to get the grass started. Whenever you get it started in the fall, it has a time to establish its root system, get a healthy start, and then it's there in the spring whenever you're ready to mow.
Great. All right. And we're trying to avoid permanent wilting points right there. I haven't heard of that term right there, but it does sound pretty detrimental to our plants. I'm glad we worked that in. Andrew, with the incoming school year, it's already started for those kiddos out there. Some great programming on the way for them. What can they have access to this year? This one looks great.
Well, we have a lot of programs that are available to the school, to the community. We have a school gardening, community gardening online course that's available for a low cost. So if teachers or parents or anyone's interested in developing a school garden, community garden, we have that curriculum that's been developed by University of Illinois educators. That's available. We have some STEM programming. So if you're interested in hands-on horticulture programs, I have often taught carnivorous plants in the classroom setting and brought in some examples like the Venus flytrap. So it really gets kids stimulated learning and fascinated with some of the plants that are out there in the world. And then we have several different curriculums that fall under the Junior Master Gardener curricula. So we have a lot of those. One of those is the Learn, Grow, Eat, and Go Junior Master Gardener curriculum. And so if you're interested in any of those, I have information. You can reach out to me, and we'll get you connected with the resources that you need, and maybe get you more involved with a garden if you have a garden. And some schools have a garden, but then it just kind of it goes dormant if somebody leaves the school and they used to take care of it, or it could be utilized to a better extent. So I'd like to offer my services if you need some consultation on if you have a garden and want to have some programming highlight in the garden, or some of the vegetables or plants that can be grown. I'm happy to help.
Great. And I know the Taylorville FFA, for one, has exploded this year. They might have a record number of students. They're going to be looking for creative programming out there to work in, agriculturally speaking. There's a whole lot of programming here. Can these work out for elementary school to high school? Is there programming for all ages?
Yeah, for all ages. And it's exciting that this horticulture field can turn into a career.
Yeah.
I didn't know whenever I was in school that there was such a diverse amount of jobs, that in Illinois is one of the leading agricultural career states. So if you think about it, just think about how many jobs there are that relate to agriculture. And we have the Illinois State Fair going on and all the highlights that are of agriculture. And so I just like to offer my services of education for those that are looking for, maybe you're wanting to start a new career in horticulture or agriculture. We have curricula that could help you there. There's new beginner farmer programs that are available. There's Annie's Project. There's all kinds of programs that we have that are available for our local residents here.
So many career pathways you can take, like you've been saying, in agriculture, in horticulture, from the soil sciences and into the actual farming itself, to even ag communications and ag business. I've been loving hearing what the FFA students' future plans are for that, because they get pretty creative, and they've been around it their whole life, so they know exactly what they want to do with it. It's cool to hear those stories of what they want to do out in the field, out in their career.
You're talking about communications. I just learned yesterday that there's audio postcards.
Audio postcards. I feel
so
like
like
that's crazy.
It just kind of narrates, and
Yeah,
you can send a audio postcard and have educational information. Of course, there's podcasts. So if you're interested in horticulture, one of my colleagues has the Good Growing podcast. And so there's all kinds of information that can be relayed to people. Here we're relaying information on the radio, but we also have the internet. We have in-person workshops. There's just a wealth of ways to get information. And if you're not getting the information that you need or want, just contact us and we can get you the information, whether we have to snail mail or email or whatever we have to do. We can help to inform you about good growing practices.
Absolutely. Before we go, take our little break here with some of those contact information pieces right there. Phone number, website, where can we go?
My direct number is 217-300-9210. You can also reach me email aholsing@illinois.edu.
Awesome. That's Andrew Holsinger. He's the horticulture educator for the University of Illinois Extension. Got to take our break here on the WTIM Morning Show, but we will be right back.
Your information station, WTIM.
Let's check the markets now on the RFD Radio Network. I'm Jim Taylor. Corn slightly lower, beans higher, wheat trading higher. September corn down 1 1/4, 3.79 3/4. December corn $4 down 3/4. March corn down 1/4, 4.18. September beans 9.58 1/2 up 6 1/4. November beans up 6 1/2, 9.75. January beans 9.93 up 6 1/2. September wheat 5.39 1/4 up 4 1/2. December wheat up 3 3/4, 5.60. September bean meal 307.10 up $2. September bean oil up 40 cents, 40.41. Livestock market, August feeders down 1/4, 247.65. August live cattle up 22 cents, 184.82. October lean hogs down 90 cents, 75.02. Energy market, September crude oil 77.69 up 71 cents. I'm Jim Taylor on the RFD Radio Network.
Radio gets results.
Miller Media Group Advertising works for Taylorville Estates. Here's Administrator Tony Clark.
In the past year, we have doubled our census. So that's been impacted mainly by the radio advertising. That is where we do the majority of our advertising, and our census definitely shows that it works. They lead us in the right direction for the season changing, and they anticipate our upcoming needs before we even have to tell them what they are. We've had consistent growth over the past 12 months. Like I said, we've doubled in our census, and that's been the first time in 43 months since prior to COVID that we've gotten to where now we have a waiting list for people to come. So advertising on the radio really does have an impact.
Gets results.
The Shelby County Economic Development Corporation aims to foster, promote, and stimulate economic development, from keeping existing industry and retail businesses successful and thriving to attracting new investment in Shelby County. The Shelby County Economic Development Corporation is here to help your business grow. It also sponsors job fairs to fill positions at existing employers and encourages future entrepreneurs in the Shelby County CEO program. Find out more on the Shelby County Economic Development Corporation by clicking their icon at TaylorvilleDailyNews.com. Sign up for People's Bank and Trust Save by Spending Roundup program, and they'll round up your purchases to the next dollar, then transfer that change to your savings account. It's as easy as shop, enjoy, and save. Get details by clicking their icon at TaylorvilleDailyNews.com.
Hi, this is Jeff Robinson from Advanced Title. Whether selling your home on your own or through your local realtor, please give us a call at 824-8007 for all your title work needs.
Your information station, WTIM.
The second segment of our WTIM morning show, third segment this morning. Thanks so much to our live stream sponsors, People's Bank and Trust, where they put people first, and Landmark of Taylorville, where you always do better with Landmark. We've been speaking with our horticulture educator, Andrew Holsinger of the University of Illinois Extension. Got some more programs, some more events to get out there. This one upcoming, spoke a little bit on it with the Master Gardeners, but this dried flowers event is going to be a fun one here. What do we need to know?
Yeah, they're going to be meeting in Hillsboro, a little bit of a drive here from Taylorville, but very doable. Some of the Master Gardeners here in Christian County are going to head that way on August 27th. It's a Tuesday from 5 to 6. So if you're getting off work, maybe you can head out a little early. It'll be a good one. We'll have making some memories with how to dry or press flowers. Maybe you're wanting to make a postcard to give to your friend or relative. And, decorative cards, ways to press those flowers and utilize them. And, it's always good to have a value added whenever you have flowers in the garden and you can press them and make them into something else that has a little more value or even sentiment. I think it's a good thing. So we'll be having that here again on August 27th, 5 to 6. And if you want to register, you can register online, go.illinois.edu/summerflowers.
Awesome. Great to hear. Good for gifts, good for keepsakes. You can do a lot with those.
Yeah, there's a lot to do with flowers.
Absolutely. And we're really running out of time here. And about in our last minute, can we talk some Master Gardener training that's still available out there?
We are going to offer Master Gardener training, a hybrid version. And so you'll be able to do some of your homework in an online class format, but then we have in-person sessions where you can get some of that hands-on, connect with people. And if that doesn't work out for you, we also have the online version. Or if we had enough interest, we may be able to adapt our programming to accommodate you in whatever way we can. So we have that. Check out our website. It's $175. You get a good manual, guide you through the course, take your quizzes and tests and what have you, become a Master Gardener, volunteer back into your community, 20 hours a year, you'll be set.
Absolutely. And great flexibility of ways to get involved with that training, remote, in person, a hybrid, whatever you want to do. Andrew, totally out of time, but thank you so much for working all this in today.
Hey, good.
Absolutely. Andrew Holsinger, horticulture educator with the University of Illinois Extension. Another great conversation with him. This has been the WTIM Morning Show.
The Big 870 WTIM Assumption Taylorville, 96.1 W241 CF Taylorville, 107.5 W298 CD Shelby